Afei, what do we need to voter region? And no, it's a strategy. And today, Metetwo. Answer no, and na easy. District director na or one council say no. Yes, by force, yen transfer no. Eti pa ya transfer no. And penny for even MPP for cry war that constituency. Na nanu me na se debi edi basa beba. All because yes maame no o ka tell say transfer vote to ha o se menye me pese me je dimbo ni bia o mechi na da che ma wu kuro no me ma na mabusuafo be hu na mane enti onye because of that it's say obi fi chief of staff office and our contest wo honti they won pen no mo ye. Now the information is that a grano free chief of staff office say chinchiri tachia maame no yen transfer no. Minim say chief of staff in Yejuma. Our East office. But assassin so away influence war. Assassin so away influence Yejuma. So when you make catch look, upa ma me kuku nkosoro said den. Obi o wa me hu nanim sesi ya omie na no meba fom. Obi o hon so a onya bia na say kojo obeba fom ti wiase ye wei obia wo de osuro no obia wo de ofere no obia wo de okasam kire na otie ye obi wasase so na yere kasam kire na ontie ba e bia na yere maami ana na yere papa na yere nua kasa kire ne pe obefa obi o wa ni kunu kasam kire na ontie ba e bia na damfo ana ne sofo na soro pani bi obi on ne ko park so ko bompae e na o ka asam kire na otie eti influence e was asase so either good or bad nipa influence nipa eti say sa maami amatam no pa de ne koyeji now nipa na oba foforo was our district ni mu sa constituency ni mu no afa na obesua electoral areas ni na here wọ́n so je Mensah wo dua boba wo na say na wo ye wo niam yie yes wo ye referee and these are some of the things as I said peace count no, I don't even want to mention their name that useless organization I'm sorry I mentioned their name as I said penifo anim de e wo mem ha etena se na wo hwa ade ne ye say as a country yeni kwan yeni suo yeni kanea yeni hospital school nya papa bibia say but we are only interested say ye kwa akwato aba and say solo win by force because solo ye mean be party ba solo ye mean solo ye madafo na kwa me de hey mun kan she from ss achuko because achu ya igbeni no ss we ko because we are santini ss we lusu because we no free that these things ain't free. How did we get here? How? So because of elections, we are not thinking anymore. Because of elections, people have intentionally refused to think. And then but as people, as I say na yetimi trase, na dakro pay kase no. Adewe hayen. It must end and end now. There be a catch of Vietnam. War movies are ya show kroma bebrebe yina America for war films are ya yina ne fa between America and Vietnam war Vietnamese war Vietnam there na ye kum Vietnam soldier for bebre there one do match movies so Vietnam one day sat down and said that okay yet say about ntokwa yentimi nkubi because research actually open Google you get it. As I told I read. Research actually say enipa ku a wo asase so a wo mo ye obi osura de kra friend say wo mo suro ade pa nipa wo the whole world oh wo mo suro ade pa mema so ade pa enkofo fi Vietnam ento no okutatuo ba onya nwo so okutakontiba no wada nene no odwane wo de hwe movies na hwe ni na de ento so suro ade ne se wo mo mpese wo mbekum nipa so bekum nipa de come on no onwu than to take somebody's life onye and that's as so it krom how bit me kodi aduro all because of so kum solo and also kum Captain Smart me say I try me so I do so ya baifo a bon so obi akrom nsuo da ho obi twi sada okwa brotherhood o se makwa bi me ho obi ne ho so de kwaye dai o de kwata efo and Sanyama Winina Vietnam said that no, we will sit down as a nation. They sat down. You see, from 1927, that Vietnam decided that look, we are not interested in anything called war. You need so, you need canea, you need factories, you need industries. From 1927, Vietnam, a new development plan no toho. Yes, our plan no at all. 10 years, no money will be a machine. So 1937, now woman will be answer so Bomodi Abwa, never Vietnam develop it. It was another 10 years. 1947, and UGCC, they were also planning how they can develop their space. Even though they were part of a certain regional, no money independence, no Monday, all right? Then, edu 1954, no, is it 48, 51, 52? 1952, they decided that yen starts in yen grow. Enti, abayne fe nipa 10 waha, not what we call Russia, munko suya medicine. Wakwa, abayne kuto muti sike ina anu wakutu scholarship neka. Munko, mu school abamoma. Musha dan kancho mse moma. Mundi beye 5 years, 6 years oho, munye experience ni ye. No atam nipa we no mo ko America musum ko suawe oduwe mu ko Germany mu ko suawe oduwe mu ko ha 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 mu ko suawe oduwe mu so ko ha mu ko suawe Vietnam SSR nipa over 100,000 and if you one country nim no mo to wo mo pitting across the globe and don't forget that some came here. Wow, and they see the V Lodge e wa gona swedro Vietnam Lodge. If you don't know, I'm telling you. V Lodge na wa guna swedro no. Vietnam for the sea. V means Vietnam. Two of we na pete here. Then they said come back home. Mumra, call France, mumra March. Call Germany, mumra May. Call way, mumra say. Now we na maba. And no. And I'm Vietnam. I started one policy V for gold. V for gold. That Vietnam will not stop at anything. Vietnam is going for gold. And now, say ya menoka say. And Paboya Shemi, if you Vietnam, ya nyo take it. Mamo be another. Yesterday I told you, shoes in the baby why you show kroma. Mo friend a friend trainers, your friend be Kambu, your friend be there. Bisa wo ekwa kwa sukwa fa niam no me na omo of Vietnam and then big designers even Louis Vuitton or yam pabwa say e wo Vietnam wo mo wia na omo de aba begu monye omo wia na wo mo de aba begu eye wo mo shops akasiem as if say eye wo mo and I call you baby, when France and Germany, hey, Vietnam. Somebody sat down and said that we got to develop. What are we doing to ourselves? Say, Krom Hapa, what do we have? What can I say? The absence of violence is not peace. And we got to think as people. But me round the way up in na said abaya metimi esi proper na me nuanu radio so no ekwa o metimi atema se Vietnam as a nation owie enu nyina wie ye no e dey na Vietnam ye Vietnam say yen kokun biom, we are not interested in wars. And they declared with that white flag, say fear nekoi country Vietnam a vivi victory ekubia ye ko ye bia si edim kunim o si edim kugu o ye dim kunim. I was like, how you lost to America? Even Vietnam lost to Japan. France moved all the way from Europe to attack Vietnam. Even Czech Republic uko Europe ya so mo honye den atentin brains Czech kra ko hoko gwa omo kakra. You know the German Revolution, what happened to Vietnam, what Germany did to them. Even that, the Second World War said I bright of Hitler no. Owie Japan and what did any try. Now somebody said, I am the leader of this country. Say a felio, say kunu si elusu yo, say kunu si wini yo, ekubia ya kubia ya ni edin kudim. Then they said that kwanya ye fast wa elusu wars ne kura no, e say eye kwanya ye be fast wa edin kudimdie ebebre yen. That is the reason why in that sub-region, in Vietnam, they were the first to establish the College of War, even though almost woman called and then sub-region in Vietnam woman. United Nations Growth Research and the document that say Whoopер or Maya was as say, oh, grown 10 than any other country, Vietnam. Vietnam is producing BBRB, was asiso. Oye Pabwa, Vietnam, Oye Tadie, Vietnam, Oye farms. Say, Uko no mo ye a Kriana. Kria your pound, Uko no mo ye Kriana. Assassinate da hona wars asenu ni adeni nano oma converting na. Now today Vietnam is saying that the next 10 years ahead of them they want to feed Europe. The next 10 years ahead of Vietnam they're saying that they want to feed Europe. So Vietnam could feed Europe. Na Ghana yet to feed West Africa. We are sick. There's something wrong with us. Vietnam woman so and woman sassy. Woman yet said woman Japan dear no. But today, Vietnam are bouncing back. What is happening now? Vietnam say the next 10 years ahead of them. They started this in 2019. So 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. Woman came 5 years. So after 5 years, Vietnam say Opeso feeding the whole of Europe. And then woman increase woman rice population. Production, population, woman rice production by 78%. Vietnam, emuna woduya, ema, ene uko dem bebre ya, emuna abana masasadi, yefrewe Captain Smart, yefrewe Gordon Kwekutete, yefrewe Yatiti, yefrewe Fiatago, yefrewe mobile phone, san emu bebre bena abegu kroni muno, ni kesiye, efi Vietnam wokwa na wakoto woma print bottle na edugum no ewo China wo de koma omo a no ma fele na de abrewo Vietnam. Meanwhile asase na omudua so emo no womo sray read check Vietnam no kranda tie dotie edidua aduane. Vietnam kokra dotie black soil
and smart.
Meanwhile, Besikwa from plains, we can feed the whole of Africa.
He is the best. Captain Smart is.
But somebody is not.